Good morning. It is Tuesday, October 6th, and I wanted to go over some quick information on how to get an offer accepted. I know that you're either a buyer, you're out there trying to purchase a REO property, or you're an agent trying to write an offer on an REO property, and there are some key elements to what makes a valid offer. And you know, a lot of times with you write an offer, and you know 2 days later you find out that you did something wrong, and by the time you get all your paperwork in, you get a call back going, oh, now we've got 3 other offers, and you're in a multiple offer situation. So if you do all these things right up front, you're going to avoid a multiple offer scenario, potentially get your offer in first, maybe have to not deal with a lot of the problems you're dealing with. So some of the things that make a valid offer: please, when you're filling out the property information, make sure you put the correct address on the property. Believe it or not, we got an offer on a property. It would have been accepted. The problem was it was for the house next door. They were buying that property and the property next door, and either they sent us the wrong offer or they put the same address on both offers. So we get the offer, and we looked at it and said, hey, it's got the wrong address. This isn't our listing. So by the time we got it all figured out and they got the right paperwork over to us, it was too late. We already had another offer accepted, and they were upset. Buyer was upset, agent was upset, and you know what? Hey, there's not much we can do when we don't get the offer on the right property, because we don't know if it's ours or not. And just because you called us on the phone and said, hey, no, it is for this property, we have to have it in writing, okay? The price, believe it or not, make sure you filled out the price on the property. And the price is in 2 places typically. It's in the offer section, very top, where it says, hey, we're offering this price. It's also at the bottom of the financing. Make sure you have that amount in there, because that's the starting point for where we make all our adjustments for who's paying for what. Okay? Full financing terms, meaning if the buyer's going to put $5,000 EMD, $25,000 down, and finance $110,000, that all has to be spelled out. It also has to be spelled out what type of financing. So if it's going to be $110,000 conventional with a 6% interest rate and a 30-year note, and it's a first-time home buyer and they're going to live in the house as an owner-occupant, we need all that information. Okay, so make sure when you're filling that out that's correct. Now additionally, if they're putting any money down, or if it's a cash offer, make sure you include a proof of funds or proof of down payment. So even though they're getting a loan, if they're putting 20% down, and that 20% is $30,000, please send us a bank statement with the proof that they have the down payment money, because that's something that is going to be asked for, and we'll need that. Okay. Fill in everything on the contract. Don't leave anything blank. So if there's something where it's a blank, put NA in it, because if you leave it open, then we may not know if you meant to fill it out or not. So don't leave anything blank on the contract. Put an NA in everything, put a line through it, put a mark on it, put something on there that would indicate that that there is something in there or not. Okay, we need to know that, right? Sign the offer and initial every page. And please check this. If we get an offer that's not executed, we've seen them before, it's not getting presented. It's not a valid offer unless it's signed. Okay? We're talking about here is valid offers. Only valid offers get presented. So just because you called and sent over a sheet of paper that says, well, this is my offer and I want it presented, hey, it doesn't work that way. It has to be a valid offer. Okay? Pre-qual. Have to have a pre-qual. Now, if the lender is a bank, institutional investor, and the institutional investor says, hey, we want to see a pre-qual from this mortgage company, we have to have that. That's a condition of the seller for the pre-qual. Doesn't mean you have to use their lender. Matter of fact, you don't have to use their lender. They just want to see a pre-qual. NRS 113, that's the waiver of the SRPD. Some of the sellers have said, look, we want these up front. We don't want to wait and have games played later on. So if they ask for that up front, go ahead and get that filled out. That's a key one, because if that one gets to us first, and we can get that offer presented first, then you have a chance of getting the property before anybody else does, which is a key in this marketplace where the REO inventory is disappearing. Okay, title company, if it's listed on the sheet that there's a specific title company, you just go ahead and fill that in, because don't wait for a counter. Remember, anything you do on that offer that can generate a counter or can generate I need something else is just an impediment to you getting your offer accepted. Addendums. A lot of times you'll see on the MLS when you're reading the comments, hey, look, there's some addendums attached. We need them back with the offer. Print those out, have your client fill them out, make sure they're executed, and send those back. Okay? Anything that there is that says in agent marks that they need, go ahead and submit. Okay. Another thing is, a lot of times you have the offer ready to go, but you call the agent because you want to wait and find out if you need anything else. And then the next day or 2 days later you get an answer, so you send your offer in, and then by then it's too late. So do this. Don't worry about trying to get the agent. Okay, send in the offer, and then start the calling of, did you get the offer? Do you need anything else? That's the easiest way to go, because chances are the offer comes in, it's being worked on as soon as it gets in, but we can't work on it if we don't have it. Okay. Hopefully those are some simple things you can do starting today that will help get your offers accepted. And if you have any questions, you can email me, you can direct message me on Twitter, you can send me a message on Facebook. My contact information is on the screen, and I'll have another update for you tomorrow. Thanks a lot.